So this is day 2 of working on my big dice. I have my big old pile of foam here. As you can see, I already handled it and I have foam everywhere. So I thought that just making a cover with some knitting things would not be enough. And I said also at the beginning of January that one of my goals this year would be to be a better seamstress. So I have my good trusty knitting machine, I have a pair of scissors, I got some thread, and I also got something that my best friend's mother gave me, which is a big ass roll of material. Like, I don't know where she got this, but she gave it to me and I'm gonna use it. So my plan is, okay, let me just put it down because I don't know if you can see it, but this is quite heavy. So my plan is to cut 42 by 42 centimeters so I can have a big seam allowance, because like I said, I'm a bad seamstress. So 42 by 42, that's 2 centimeters seam allowance. And then I saw everything and I still don't have the right things to work with. So I decided to take some markers and a pen and see if I can just, you know, write on the thing, because I don't have any chalk or anything like that. So we'll see if that works. I don't care if you can see it because it's gonna be under the knitting cover. It's just so the foam doesn't go everywhere, and that is gonna be a good exercise. So let's cut and knit, no, and sew and change the thread and the bobbin, which is already in itself a challenge, and we'll see how that goes. So I think now I'm gonna change the angle again so you can see me cut that whole thing. I don't know how she got this. Like last summer we were on vacation and she was like, would you like to get this? Like, would you like to have this? And of course, because I'll take whatever I can. But now I'm like, how did she get a whole roll of material? Like, where did she get this? This is not her job. She's not a seamstress. But she might know a seamstress? I don't know how she got this. But she gave it to me. And it's orange, which is really not a good color. Like I really didn't know what I was gonna do with it. And now that I think about it, it's perfect. It's just gonna cover that foam that goes everywhere. Like yesterday I was trying to vacuum the whole place. It was horrendous. And now I just took them to put them there so you could see them. I got foam everywhere and I don't know if you can see them. I still have some. I tried to take some off, but it sticks to everything. I had to vacuum myself, like my socks and my pants. And for your information, I was saying in the other video, I hope I didn't get any marker stain on my joggings. Yes, I did. So now they're ruined. But I basically don't go out of my house and wear joggings every day or leggings, as you can see today. I don't know if you can see my legs or if you will see my legs, but leggings. Did you see that shade? Could you see him pass? I don't know. Anyways, so let's try something. My machine's here. Let's cut some fabric. Now I just hope every cut is 42 by 42. And if that is the case, I mean, we're golden. I don't even remember what I was saying because he started to make some noise because he wanted to take out the trash. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not taking out the trash, so I think it's time for cutting. This is quite stressful, so I'm gonna take that very big ass piece of material and try to do something with it. Do I have a measuring tape? I thought I did. Where is it? No, I really thought I did. I have measuring tape. I did have two, actually. Where are they? I'm pretty sure I have fairies or goblins or something else in my house that take the things that I need just to hide them and then give them back to me when I don't need them anymore. This is my theory. What do you guys think about it? Do you also have fairies? I'm thinking about giving them names at this point. Some of them have names. Like, we have one that's named Lutti, and the other one that's named Pas de chance, which means unlucky. Because, like, when we do something and we don't remember what we did, like where we put something or whatever, me and my fiance are like, pas de chance. So, unlucky. So, I do have both names, and I think those took my measuring tape. Lutti, pas de chance, if you're there, give them back. And as you can see, this is not ironed material because I'm unprepared. I am unprepared. Oh, I just remembered I need those things to keep the fabric in place while I'm sewing. I'll be back. I'll be back, I swear. I'm gonna fold it like at least 4 times to see if I can get at least 42 by 42 squares, and if I can do that, amazing. I have these things that I bought. I know what they're for, but I've never used them. And I have the things that are more used. Like, I've seen more people use those. But like I said, I'm not an expert seamstress, so what do I know?
This whole part is basically me doing nothing but something right, everything wrong, and you're gonna see that very soon in the video. I'm gonna realize that nothing is even and that I'm an idiot. And just after that scene that I sped up because you don't need to see that stupidity, I'm gonna have the bright idea just to trace a line along my cutting board to know where to cut. Like, that's a way of measuring things. So we can all admire how bright this idea is. I hope you enjoy, because watching it back, knowing what I know now, I can affirm one thing. I really, really am a really dumb. That is for sure.
How am I gonna do that? I would like to draw here, but I don't know how to do that. What if I put this inside, okay, and draw on the edge? Is that crazy? So I know where to cut. Oh, no, that wasn't straight. Oh my god. I hate myself. But I hate myself so much right now that I couldn't even tell you how much I hate myself. First of all, I'm off screen most of the time. Second of all, it wasn't folded straight. So where I drew is not where I should cut to have correctly cut squares, plural. This is really not going well for me. I really want to be able just today to at least do one. That would be an achievement. And this is not straight, like, I don't know if you can see it, but not every piece is the same length.
But I made it faster so you don't have to go through the whole thing. And I decided to make a voiceover because this is me basically just complaining for, I don't know, like 4 minutes, 5, about everything I'm doing wrong. And I discovered that I didn't like to do things wrong. And apparently I have a temper, and then the camera shut off because it was dying, the battery was off, and I'm a kid. So I went to my bedroom and pouted and went to my fiance and was like, everything I did was wrong, and pouted to my friends who told me, well, silly, you're a perfectionist. Of course it's gonna go bad because you don't like to make things that are not perfect. And I did not know that about myself. I was sure I didn't care. I was like, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's fine. But as I said in previous videos, I knit and I crochet, and my friends saw me undo like half a sweater because something was bothering me, like half a sweater. So they knew that about me, but I didn't, and I pouted for a long time, actually 2 days. If you're curious, the fabric was not wasted. My boyfriend is also trying to learn to sew, so I kept the uneven squares and put them aside so he could make tote bags with them and like cut back in them. But yeah, I didn't think he needed to see that, but the next shot is me 2 days later, so that's why I don't wear the same outfit. And this is gonna be embarrassing. This just I don't have any other words than embarrassing.
So, as you might have seen yesterday, this is day 3. I ran into a few problems and I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. I was like, my squares are uneven and I don't know why. And like I said, I have a few friends who are so talented seamstresses that they can make their own clothes. So I went to them for advice, complaining like a little child. And they told me something revolutionary. They talked about something that I think I learned maybe in first grade, and that is the 90-degree angle. You know that basic thing that everybody knows about geometry, that a square has 4 sides that are the same size, and also 4 corners that are all right angles of 90 degree? Well, I didn't think about that earlier. And when she told me that, wow, amazing, I realized, I was like, oh, but this is genius. But why didn't I think of that earlier? Because apparently, when it comes to math, I'm so certain that I'm stupid that I become stupid. And then I made a second mistake after she told me that, because she was right about that. I cut squares of 42 centimeters who are all there. I'm really proud. And I wanted 2 centimeter seam allowance, but I wanted squares of 40 centimeters. So if you're calculating right now, if you're making the math, you're saying she should have cut 44 centimeters, but that's not what I did. I did 42. So that's the first that I did. I did 3 like that. My boyfriend, this is so hard to say fiance. Like, this is so new to me. But anyways, my fiance came into the room and said, "Sweetie, why are those seam allowance so large? They look like 2 centimeters." And I was like, "Yeah, sweetie, that's normal because I want 2 centimeters seam allowance." Apparently, he's more logical. And he said to me, "Well, silly, sweetie, if you do 2 centimeters on each side, then you're gonna get a problem because this is just gonna be 38 centimeters squares." So that's why you can see there's 2 bends things drawn, because that's the first thing that's the first one I did, and that's the thing I did when he showed me that I made a mistake. So I have 3 like that, but the other ones are great. So I think I'm gonna start sewing now. I don't think this is gonna be an easy process. I think I'm gonna suffer and I still do admire seamstresses so much for this. Is such a beautiful thing to know how to do. I am very appreciative of that. And a marker fell on the floor again because I'm that organized. So if I remember well, I have to do right side to right side and sew on my lines, if I'm not wrong. So that's what I'm gonna do, I think. Look at that, they align perfectly. Because when you understand then that you have to do a right angle, 90-degree angle, you're like, yeah, that's so simple. Of course. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, this is grade school level. This is even sooner than that. Like, I I was blown away. She told me that and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so logical that this is a little bit, this did hurt my feelings a little bit. Not that she told me she was right, but that I didn't know it sooner." And like I said, I'm a child, and you can see I drew. do any of that? Any of you have that? Like, do any of you have that thing that when you use a marker, everybody knows it? Because I do. Everybody knows it. Like, I cannot hide something from someone. If I drew something, they're gonna know it. Okay, I put things like that in here, and I think I'm gonna start sewing. I'm scared so much right now. I know you can't see me anymore, but that's not the point. The point is, you can see the machine and my hands doing this, and maybe me crying on the side because I'm pretty sure that at some point something will fail. No, you know what? I don't want to jinx myself. Nothing will fail. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna saw very straight. I chose the right point, I think. Is that it? Is that the right point? I hope it is. I want to do a straight point stitch. I want to do a straight stitch, and I hope I did choose a straight stitch. Oh my god, this is so hard to say. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's not even on the line. This is ridiculous. Here. Okay. Let's do this. Where's my pedal? This is this must look ridiculous for all of you who know how to sew, but I am really learning right now. And I have to remember to do a reverse point so that it holds together, I think. I think. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Woo! It's working! It's working! Okay, okay. Calm down, calm down. It's not working on the line, so I think I have to move a little because I'm not on the line. It's a little further, which is just gonna give me bigger squares, I think. So it's not perfect, but at least it's working. So I'm so proud. Oh my god, it's working. I'm acting like I never sewed before, and that's not true, you know that, because I showed you that big thing I made for my uncle, but it was so badly sewn together that I was quite anxious about this one, and the fact that it's for now working so well is making me really happy. Okay, now we have a corner to do, and that is not fun, but if I remember correctly, I have to let the needle in, but put up the foot. Is it called a foot in English? That thing. I have to keep it up, but keep the needle in so that it doesn't move. Gonna put some more pins, which I should have done earlier, but I didn't. Oh, but I didn't go far enough. I'm going back. I'm going back. Going back. I hope I didn't mess up anything. Okay, now we're good. But now the needle is not in anymore, so now it's in. Okay. I turn it over, not over, just around, and that is me sewing. I have to put this back down. This is going a little too well. I'm unsure of what's happening here. This is weird. But why did I do two sides? That is not funny. I knew something was going too well. Why did I do two freaking sides? I know that's not what I'm supposed to do, but this, I told you, it was going too smooth. It was going too smooth. Something was wrong. And in fact, something was, oh, but it's so well sewn though. Like, I'm proud of myself, and it's not gonna be something easy to undo because it's well sewn. So that's a good thing, I guess. So much respect for people who can sew. Why? Just tell me, why did I do two sides? Like, I shouldn't have done two sides, but I got excited. I got to the corner and I was like, I remember how to do that. I'm gonna do that. You don't need to do that, honey. You don't have to do that. You shouldn't do that. Ow, and I hurt myself with the seam ripper. You know what? I'm complaining, like I'm whining and all that, but this is kind of funny because ouch. Okay, apparently I'm stupid. I've always been the kind of child that just tries something and gets good at it without trying. This is not just to be like, oh my god, look at me, I'm a star. This is just true. That's what happened my whole life. And starting a craft that I'm not immediately good at is challenging me in ways that I wouldn't have been able to predict. And I love that. And at the same time, I'm a child. Like yesterday, when the squares didn't go well, and I went to my friends, before I went to my friends, I went to my fiance, put myself in his arms, and said, nothing's working, and I don't understand why. Oh my god, I'm such a child. Okay. But now I'm scared that the seam I made here just goes away because I didn't go back, you know? Should I go again on here? Or is it gonna be fine? Because at some point I will come here. I think it's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it and we'll see. And if it's a bad idea, then we will know soon enough. Because, well, I'm just glad I saw my mistake like soon and realized what I was doing, because I would have been so sad just having to redo the whole thing over again for the thousandth time. Like, this would have been a tragedy. I'm happy because right now my fiance is at the barber shop. So he's gonna come back and I will have a cushion cover. Hoping that I can actually put the foam in this because it's the right size, because this is quite an ambitious statement. If you're wondering why I'm taking so much thread out, it's because before it's happened to me that when I start the machine, the thread just goes back in it because it starts rolling, and now I'm scared of it. It's fine, it's fine, don't worry, don't worry. Everything's fine. I'm happying myself up because I don't have anyone with me here, so. To anyone who can actually saw and is seeing this video and is insulted by my non-methods, I understand and I am sorry. Okay, I like the little thingies like that more because I don't know how that happened, but with the pins, the material got displaced at some point. I don't know what happened with that, but it didn't work like I thought it would, and I did not like that. So I'm gonna use that, even though that's not my preferred method. I say that like I have a preferred method, lad. Like, sweetie, you don't know what you're doing. Remember that. This is not, very much not, a tutorial. First of all, because I already lost 2 of those. I don't know where they are. I thought I had a blue one. I'm so anxious. This could be funny, like to some people, and I would be one of those people if I weren't the one struggling like a child. I am so scared right now. This is ridiculous. It's not like there are big things attached to this. Like, if I do it wrong, I just don't have my dice, I will survive. That's for sure. But you know, I just don't want to do something wrong. So, I'm really stressed out. Is that good? Is that okay? Can I do that? Is that okay? Should I do that? Okay, where's the thread? Where's the thread? Here. Okay, let's put down the presser foot and let's try to sew down some square. Something right. Let's try to do something right. Why is it not sewn here? Why do I have a hole here? It's supposed to be sewn. No, 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 no. It's going back. It's going back. Where is it? Why is there a hole? Because, okay, let's just do that again. Well, I hope I didn't go too far because I couldn't see the other side, so maybe, yes, I went further than my line. But at least now, don't tell me it's not sewn together because I won't believe you. Where is it? Where is it? It's sewn together! It doesn't have... Oh, it has a hole here. Like, this has to be a joke. This is gonna work. This has to work because I'm trying, okay? So it's working. Now, don't even try to tell me it's not sewn together. I won't even believe you. I won't. I just won't. It was sewn so many times that it can... What's going on here now? Oh, it's fraying here. This is getting on my nerves. This is getting a little bit on my nerves. But this kinda is my fault, so I'm not gonna let it bother me too much. I'm gonna do it again. It's fine. I'm kinda starting to get sad though, but thank the Lord. Okay, so now I have something that resembles a cube shape. I have to put one more here, which is what I'm gonna do, and then we'll be able to see if I can put the foam in it. But my friend told me, not one of the ones who makes their own clothes, but my best friend, who sews too. Everybody can sew. I'm the only one who's stupid. Everybody can sew, and we're talking on a group chat, and I was like, sweetie, please just come help me. Not her, another one. And my best friend was like, no, you don't. She figures this out on her own. She has to keep going. She has to persevere, because I'm known for not persevering on anything. So she was right, and if this is done right, I will be so proud of myself. Actually shaking. So I have the shape of a cube. So now I have to join the sides that will make the cube. I think the most important part of the whole process is gonna get to see, like, if the foam fits inside the cushion cover, because if it doesn't, then I will have done everything, all that for nothing, and shaken for nothing, because I literally did shake, and I'm still shaking. So now I can turn it over. And if I turn it over, we get a kind of cube. I'm scared because if it doesn't fit in, I will have done it all that for nothing. And I don't like doing things for nothing. Above all, when they are so hard to do. Oh, wait a second. Hold on a minute. Is it not fitting in perfectly? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so happy right now. I think I could cry. Am I gonna cry? I don't know, but I could. Oh my god, this is so great. I have to be careful because, like I said, like there are these nipple things, you know, that hook, kind of hook together inside. But oh my god, I am so freaking happy. The key's in the door. The key's in the door. He's gonna see it. C'est beau.
Merci.
Tu sais quoi d'autre est beau?
Wow.
I sewed it together. Boom.
Ils sont top.
We're back to standing up and talking like that, talking face to face. I don't know how I'm gonna close that part yet, but I know it's not perfect by any means, but I'm so proud of what I made. I'm just proud. It works. It's the right size. It fits. The foam fit perfectly in it, and now I can have better, like a better construction, and I can knit over it without having foam everywhere. This was so much pressure. Like I really think I need like a cup of warm chocolate right now just to wow. But this wow, I'm so happy. I think I'm gonna call my friend who makes her own clothes to show that to her first, and then to ask how I'm gonna close that because I really have no idea except sewing by hand, and I hate doing that. Like I hate sewing by hand, and that frame thing is freaking me out, and I did not prepare for oh well, yeah, I could actually. Oh, but I should have done that earlier. But I could have made a thing like that. I don't know. Or no. I don't know. I'm gonna call her. We'll see what we do, but I am really proud. I have this. I don't know if you remember, but in the introduction I said, I want a little thing. Well, this is not little, and I don't want anybody sitting on this because this is my pride and joy. This is my precious. This is. It's not even done. It's not even finished. I haven't knit anything for it. Oh, yeah, I did. I don't know where it is. I knit a little knit stitch swatch. Wow, that's hard to say fast. Knit stitch swatch. Whoa, okay. And I don't know if I like it. It was blue, like a dark blue. I'm gonna do the same thing with garter stitch, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with a light blue and maybe a green, and we'll see what I like. But first of all, I have that, and that is just, I think I'm gonna call my friends. I don't even think I'm gonna text them. I think I'm gonna ask them if I can call them if they have time, and if they do, Mama, oh God, oh freaking God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Wow. Okay. Bye. Bye.